So, Camille, could you please help me out? I need to understand better what is a legally neutral verb.
All right. Well, first of all, we're talking about the verb that is the action of the issue in a level two address or yeah. So a legally neutral verb then would be a way to describe or state an action in a way that does not cause us to assume guilt from the outset. So if we are writing about whether somebody should have murdered someone, we want to change that verb because we need to start with whether he should have killed someone because we want to spend time thinking about it. We don't want a hasty decision. We have to look at whether it was what kind of killing it was because there are a lot of different kinds of killing. It could be an execution that's ordered by the government. It could be a murder. It could be self-defense. It could be something that's was voluntarily done, or something that was involuntarily done. Something was an accident. Mm-hmm. And so we want to just say use the legally neutral verb that encompasses all of those others. And so we would say killing. Or maybe even in one case of a story I know, someone died, but it was because someone else pushed him. He didn't intend to kill him. And so maybe we need to even change the action of the verb to whether he should have pushed this man or should be punished or something for pushing. So that's the legally neutral verb. So we don't want to say whether someone should be punished for stealing. We want to say for taking, because maybe it was borrowing. Maybe it was receiving a gift. Maybe it was, maybe the thing wasn't what we would define as stolen. So we want the legally neutral verb that's a genus, the name of a genus, and not these specific actions.
Mm-hmm. And so tell me again how that's going to help me think better.
Because if we ask whether someone should have killed or pushed someone, or someone should or be punished for it, or for taking, then the first thing we have to say is what kind of taking was it? Or what kind of killing was it? Was it in self-defense? Was it in war? So that helps us to do what our legal system requires, and that's to presume that someone's innocent until he's proven guilty. Mm-hmm. Because the burden of proof is on the prosecution. Mm-hmm. And so this is really, if you know level two, and the stasis questions, it's part of the quidsit focus, where we're asking exactly what kind of action it was, what exactly happened.
Can I offer an example?
Please.
Yeah.
I learned so much from students. They help clarify, and I had a student clarify this lesson for me. I understood the idea. I teach the lesson, and the issue that I received was, and this was when we were reading Henry V. So whether his issue worded was whether the bishop should be punished for tricking Henry into going to war. Huh. So if you use that verb tricking for tricking Henry, when you come to your invention and you have to build a prosecution, you have to build a defense, it's going to be much more difficult to go into prosecution neutrally and respond with the defense, because that issue, the way it's worded, has already been decided. The bishop did a bad thing. He tricked. Tricking isn't nice. So how much more challenging is it for that student to have to ask the questions with that verb in their minds? I can prosecute him, but how do I defend someone tricking? A better choice would be whether the bishop should be punished for convincing, for using sway, or just something, as Camille's talking about, something more neutral. It's going to help students think on both sides of the argument. And at that age, honestly, in high school, they come into their issues feeling very strongly one way or the other already. So this is something that's important, but it's also going to help them think through the questions more appropriately, these are, if I was prosecuting, these responses are if I was trying to defend.
I think it's important for us as parents I wish I'd had level 2 before I became a mother, because because this is what the children say, right?
That's what I was thinking about.
He whatever. And so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because as a child, I'm going to not pick a legally neutral verb when I tell you how my sister needs to be punished.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Yeah.
And so the parent needs to switch to the legally neutral verb in order to ask the children what happened.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm. Exactly.
It's worth all of the lost tools just knowing that one thing.